Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 17 of this building. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we imported this to Twinmotion from Revit, and now we're going to continue working on this. I showed you guys how to download some buildings from 3D Warehouse, which you will be able to use so that you could populate your rendering. And then now, as you can see, we have this, and then we could then add in more of the, for example, vehicles, and then we can add in grass right here, and then some trees. So what you could do is you could go here in tools, and then we could add in, sorry, not in tools, but in terms of material, you could go right here, objects, and then primitives, and then here we could add in a starting ground, or not the starting ground, we could just add in or place in a plane, which is we could change the size. So clicking on your tab, it will change to this, and then from there um, we could just add a grass right here, put it down a bit, and then just scale it a bit like that, so that we don't need to go to Revit again just to change this. And then now we could just add in grass. So go to home, sorry, not home, materials, and then ground, and then we have nature here, and then we could just add grass. This is for the background anyway, so we could just add in those. We can also add grass right here at the top, so we have a roof garden. But if we're gonna do that, might as well do it in Revit. This one, we're just doing this because we could add in trees so that it's not that too much. So we could just add trees that are big. So we can add that right there and spread it a bit, and then change it up. And give a smaller one, just for background sake. And then obviously we're gonna add more onto this side. Here we could actually expand it more. It looks like we have some rooms onto this area. So we could expand it right here. So that's depending on what you want, you could expand it like that. And then we could just move it a bit there. And then just adding some trees on the side like that. That will give it more context. So you have some park right there. And then obviously we're gonna add in trees on the front. So instead of adding this tree, what I usually do is go here into our objects, city, and then here we have planters. I like this one because we have this right there. This is too big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this one, and maybe we could make it smaller. So just double click on that, and then we could decrease the size so that it's not overpowering on this one. So keep on changing your speed. So I'm just going to 2, 4, or 3 so that it's not too much. So here I'm just gonna add around 10, just one, and then here I'm just gonna add it like that, 15, and then after that 10 again. So probably 3 more, and then by 10 meters. So looks like we still have room. So probably 2 more, and then 10. So that's perfect. So to add more, and then here, let's go to the other side. So hold on shift and then drag it on the other side. But you still need to select that. So here, just press OK. And then from here, just add a bit more, similar to 10 meters. And then here, let's add probably 8 more so that it goes all the way there. At the ends, as you can see, we went over here. So we could just select, and then we could just drag this one. So select this, change to tab, and then we could just pull this back a little bit, and then we could just make it a bit bigger for this space, tab, and then pull this back so it's inside. And then here we could just move the trees right about here, and then let's double check the other side. Change your speed so that you go fast, and I think that's good enough. And then now just double check everything, like the view. Here again, we could add in another one of this, but a lot smaller. So just a copy, not the instant. So we could have green space in our area, and then just add in some trees. So go back to vegetation, trees, and then just add. So multiply, add different kinds of tree in the space that you provided. So it doesn't need to be, you just need to scatter them. It's not something that is going to be visible too much, but at least we've added it. And then right here, we could click on this one again, click on the tree, sorry, decrease the speed, click on the tree, move it on the other side, so move it more. Okay, and then now increase, and then make some copies around 8 again, and then 10 meters in between. Okay, that's perfect. And then now when we go onto our background, you will see it like that. I'm gonna click on this, and then I want my starting ground to be the same so that we don't have patches anymore, and this will be consistent. I'm gonna click this one, the pole, and then from here I'm gonna undo this. So I was wondering if I could just remove this, just add, we don't need this pole. So you need to undo this, and unfortunately this will be deleted as well. So anything that is with the same, it's not noticeable anyway, so I'm just gonna undo those. Still looking good. Doesn't look like something is missed. But in case you don't want it, you can just leave it as well. Just to be safe that nothing is missing. So we could just leave it like that. And maybe we could just copy or delete it from the SketchUp. So at least we have some vegetation at the background. We could add one more right here on the side. So create a copy and then make a copy, and then here we could just move it onto this side, and then same thing, add in some trees. Okay, just to add more. Okay, so that's good enough. And then here, let's go to objects, city again, and then we could add in street light. So same idea, we need to add street lights onto the corner, so 90 degrees on that. Select, and then here let's add it first individually because we have an entrance there, and then after that around 10 meters, and then I believe we did this one around 8. Yeah, and then let's just look what we did, and obviously it went over, so we could just delete this, and then here we could just move this one, and then hold on shift again, and then move it on the side, so 10. And then here we could just add in around 10 as well, so it goes all the way up there. And then let's do it on this side as well. So move it back, hold shift, and then add one, and then hold on shift again. Let's add probably 8 and then 10 meters each. So that's perfect. We have this. We could add it on this side as well. And I don't know if you guys want to add some trees here as well, but that depends on you now if you want to add. It's probably a good idea so that it doesn't it looks populated as well. So let's add on each side right here, and then select both of them and then hold shift and push it back right there. This is again 10 meters and then around 20 of them all the way there. So that looks nice. That looks populated. I have a feeling that we need to add one more building here so that to cover. So it looks much better when we're doing a shot. So I'm planning to have a shot like that, and then or it will be hidden from the what you call this vehicles that we're gonna add as well. Okay, so move this back, and then now we need to add in some vehicles. So need to add some cars. So just drag and drop some cars. This one needs to be rotated. So rotate 90 degrees or 180, sorry, so that we could park it onto this spot. We need to know, we need to scoot it from the sidewalk, and then so in order for the same rotation, you just need to do what I did. And then so that we don't need to keep on um, rotating it manually, because that takes time. We just need to keep on adding vehicles. So for this one, it doesn't rotate. So let me do that again. So this one, we could just do it manually to avoid wasting time. And like I said, make sure that you move it, something like that. And just keep on adding. Change the color as well. So silver, now add in some red. Here, change the color to green, or not green, apple green is too much, maybe gray. This one, we already have a white, so change this to blue. That looks nice. And then add in more. 180, and then a different color, dark red. We need to skip, and then here let's add in another one. So you just need to keep on adding. This one's brown, and then a van. 180, and that's good. We could have that, and then obviously we need to add in somewhere right here on the side. $90, And this is something that it will take some time to do, but it's a must so that it looks nice on your rendering. It looks realistic to have. So whatever's the rotation, I put it in the same one. Then add it on different buildings. This building as well. And then change the material, turquoise, just to change it up. Let's add it here through the park. Add it on this side. Let's add in some beige. And then here as well, let's change it up to a bus. This one, let's go 180. This one needs to be right there. Then we have some trucks. On this side. And then let's add in some trucks at the back of our building from our receiving. So as you can see, 180 or 90. Okay, so it's backing up on that. And then on the side as well, we need to change it up. So add in more cars in front of them. Let's change this color. Then blue. So that looks nice. Let's do 180 here. And then let's add in more here. That looks nice. Added some here, some cars. So all of them are white. So change it up. Dark blue. Maybe we could just add more right here. So click here, shift, and then just place it right there. Just to be fast, we can copy what we've added already. And then we could copy basically here as well, so that we don't need to keep on adding. We could just add it on the other side. Hold on shift and then move it on the other side. Press OK first because you still be able to drag it. It's going to be out of screen, that's why it's easy to just move it right there for now. And then here what we could do is we could just place this one onto this first. So this side is done. And then now keep on selecting everything. So hold on control button and then move this one all together. And then here what we could do is we could add in as well some trees just to add more depth. And then hold on shift and then add one more right here on the side. Let's add them all together. So select the tree and then the other tree. And then hold on shift, push it right there. 10, and then this one probably is 10 as well. There we go. Now it looks nice. It looks populated as well. So any angle that we created, we could have it like that. This one looks nice because it looks like a bridge for a double crossing. So I'm very fond of this building at the back. And then once we take an image, it will be like that. We need to cover our space on the sides as well, so that it doesn't show the emptiness there. So we could do it like that, our building, and then in front as well. So in front, we could just create something like that. Change your speed to 3 so that it's not that fast. And then here we could just do that. We could see all of the elements that we created. And then we see the whole building. So now, if you want to take a picture, so we just need to review our settings, because this is the settings that will adhere to all the images. But in each images, you will be able to change some of the factors. But for now, what we could do is we could change the exposure level. So that one looks nice. Sun intensity, let's decrease it a bit. So around 15 is good. And then ambient, increase it a bit. Maybe we could increase it to 1 to have a better view like that. And then white balance. And then you go to camera, visual effects, color gradient, and then here we could change the contrast. and then the saturation. So here we could have this image of the building. We want isometric as well. And then you just need to go here into media and then click on image and then take a image. So create image, click on that. And then after that, you will be able to review your image, and then you can move it backwards or forwards. So now what you need to do is click on refresh so that it will change, and then once you select, it will change it back there. Because once you move or once you don't move, if you want it, if you want to register that, you need to click on refresh. If you don't click refresh, you will just go back to the image that you set first. So that's very important to know. Here we could just do this. I want to make sure that I covered those empty spaces. And then from here, I could just click image. So that's good. And then obviously we need an image on this side as well. So, but you want to make sure that not to overpower those, because again, the emptiness won't look nice on the image. So usually it's like that. Go backwards a little bit. You could change your speed to number 2 so that you will be able to handle the speed and it's not overpowering. I want to go downwards more and then click image again. So if, for example, you want to change the settings, if you want it to be with rain, what you can do is you will need to create an image, or you can do is click the menu and duplicate the image if you like this, for example. If you want that, you can select this, duplicate. It will be duplicate as another image number 1 on this side. And then here you could click on more, and then you could change the weather. So if you want it to be raining, and then if you want it to be snowing, you need to change it like that. So as you can see, it will fill with snow. And then from there, you just need to click on this, and then you'll be able to see that it will change on that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna undo that, and I don't want the duplicate, so I'm just gonna delete that. I'm very fine with this 3 and maybe one zoom in. So I'm gonna change my speed to 3. And I'm going to picture it like that. So here you just need to create image again. This is the zoom in. And you want to make sure you covered everything. So create image again like that, and maybe an image at the top. but this one will be difficult. So let's see how we can do it. Yeah, this is difficult angle. What we could do, change the speed so that we could maneuver. Okay, now change to number 3. We could change it like that. So cover the empty space. This will look good as well. Okay, so click image, create. And I just want to double check if the blue is good enough or it's better to have a darker. So I'm just gonna cancel that and then I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's up to you if you want to change it to a darker blue, black, or whatever. So here I'm finished. So I could just render this, and then if you want to create a video, you'll be able to just select here and then create a video. So let me show you guys how I do it. So here, this is a nice starting point. Create a video, going zoom. Let's zoom, sorry. So here, let's move it to the center like that. Refresh it again so that it will adhere to the changes that you did. So, and then now I just want to move it closer to that and then click create keyframe. So if you want to review it, it will be smooth like that. Okay. If you want, you could add in traffic, so moving cars, so that it will look realistic, but that's up to you. Um, so for me, I just want to add that one first, just to show you how to create video. And then from there, change your, you can change your frame, so like this, and then click on new video part. So that will be part 2 now. Move it like that, and then click it here. Then review it again. So that's perfect. If you want to make it shorter, slower, you need to increase the part length. But I think that's perfect enough. So 10 seconds. And then here, what I could do is I could click a new part again, going up like that. So now let's review that and check the speed. That's very slow. What I'm gonna do is you can stop it for now and then change this to probably 8 seconds. So now it will be faster. And it doesn't show the emptiness at the back. So that's perfect. So another thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click it like that, create a new video. I'm gonna rotate it, and I'm usually mindful at the background because I don't want to show the emptiness. So I'm gonna click it here, but we're not yet done. I'm gonna click it like that. So now there's 3 parts of the keyframe, review it again. So it's going to turn around like that. So that's perfect. You know what I'm going to do at the back here, because I can still see some of that. I'm going to create, or just going to push this one at the back like that, so that there's something here. And don't worry, it's going to be showing on the image again, so you don't need to refresh those. And then let's just add some trees so that it will look nice at the back. Just add trees at the back right here. So just click here, click multiple, so that once you click here, it will change different trees. So you don't need to do what I'm doing before, but it's something that is going to be random. So now when we review this one, at least we have something at the back there with trees and everything. This one, I'm still not convinced here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to click here and add more. So here I'm just going to add probably maybe 10 more, so that it will go over here, and then 10 meters again. And I think it's better if we could just add in some cars again. Just to populate the space. Obviously, we need to space it out, change some color. Okay, just keep on adding and change the color. Okay, change it to red. You need some red there. And then here we could just add a big truck right there. And then here we could add in another bust. And then here some cars again. So I'm just estimating that, so it's up to you guys to deal with it. And then let's go back to the video. So now what we have is this. I'm just reviewing it. Most of the time I do my video under 1 minute. So I have the normal frame or normal size resolution, and then I do a short video. So same thing, I just copy. So I need to change the color there, just to yellow, and that's perfect. And then let's go back. So the way that I create shorts, I'm gonna show it to you. So here we could basically duplicate this. You go to more and change the resolution to custom, and then click more. After that, I usually change this to 700, and then here 1000. So that's my short now. But I always go back and review this I usually name it, for example, rename shorts. And then after that, you need to go back because um, in shorts, when you change the resolution, it looks so far now. So sometimes I redo the keyframes or the videos that I create. Sometimes I change the height and those kind of stuff. So you need to do that when you're creating shorts video like this. So I'm just gonna delete this because I'm not yet done with my regular video, which I call showcase. Now we could just go back here and then think of better angles. So for example, I'm gonna I'm gonna change the speed again right here. Usually I could do this. We could do something like that, but I don't like the emptiness there. So what I could do is I can move it right here and then create a new, and then I just move my camera up. But I'm gonna change this to probably 7 seconds. There we go. So that's how easy it is to create videos from here. And then here we could just click on an image. I'm just gonna center this out. And then this one is just 4 seconds. So I do that as well. 4 seconds right there. And then probably let's create an angle where I have some overall shot. For this one, we could just do this. Like that. Okay, that's good. I like that view. And then click new one and then handle it with that. I think that's good enough. But I just want to change this to 8 seconds. So it's fast enough. So I think this is good enough. I can change this to 7. We could change this to 9. This one 8, this one 9 as well. And then what we could do is an end shot from here, from this side. So I'm just doing this, and then this will be the end shot. Click on the keyframe. There. And then go back at the end, and then like that. And this one, we could just do it as probably 5 seconds. So, or like 4 seconds will be good enough. So that's it. That's your final view. And then after that, I do it with the shorts. So I'm gonna duplicate this, rename this as show reel. This is how I do it. I just rename it. So you guys can rename it whatever you want. Shorts, and then click on more, custom, more here, and then change it to 700 by 1000. After that, go back to shorts, to the video, click here and review it. So now I need to review the one for the front, and then review it like that. No, that's better. And then go now to the next. This one is too far. Okay, so now refresh that as well. So now it looks like that instead of the one that is too far. Here, I think this is just perfect. This one is the turning, which looks nice. And that's perfect. And then if you guys want, click quit media, and then you guys can add in cars passing by. So the way you do it is here under context, paths, vehicle path, and then what you do is you just need to click on this one, and you could just add in a straight line like that. Oops. Most of the time I go at the end, just a straight line. You can click more and then add all the way there. And then you can select that again and then hold on shift and then go and add in one more, but change direction for that. Here, so I selected that, and then here reversed. Or you could do is, because we create, so let's try and just copy. So once you copy, once you click reversed, it will just reverse on that. Okay, so now here you can change, you can add in multiple lanes. And then we could just move this one onto that, and then here change multiple lanes as well. And then move it like that. So that's perfect. So now there's some traffic, and then once you go to your video, it will be there as well. So once you're done, And then once you finalize everything, you can just click on this, select all as well, and then start exporting. So you'll be able to export everything. One thing I also do to have a better image is to turn on path tracing. This is another level. It depends on how what kind of graphics do you have. Okay, so it will be available to you depending on the graphics card that you have. Once you click this, it will generate a big amount of graphics card energy, and it will render either very slow or very fast, and depending on the settings that you do. But the look of the image is very nice. The bounce of the light and everything, the materials is really good. So you can click on this, for example. So once you click that, it would look like it's gonna freeze, but it's not actually. And then here you need to change it to low, so that you can just review it. And then from here, what you need to go is you need to go to the image, and then from that image, or right here, from that image actually, sorry, you could change the bounce of the lights. So you can click here, turn on the path tracer, and then you could increase the shadows and also the lighting, the exposure level. So here, if you click that, for example, let's set this one to low so that it renders fast, but you will need to increase your exposure because this is too dark. And then sun intensity and then ambient, you need to play around with that so that it will look better. So here, as you can see, it looks nice. And that's just an example of how to use path tracer. And then the way you do it is you do it on low first so that it renders fast. And then once you finalize all the lighting, all the exposure, sun intensity, and ambient, you go and then click on high. And then once you're finished, you just need to make sure that path tracer is on right here, and then click on export. But it will take longer to export or to render all the image. So it depends on you if you want to do that. But as you can see, the difference is so big in terms of the look of the image. That's just an example. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.